Arkansas summers can be hot, but so can the fishing, especially if you've never caught a fish before, because nature wants to help. Arkansas has a brand new angler. We regularly take field trips to appreciate the outdoors beyond our borders. This time we head across the big pond to some ancestral lands. And we revisit one of our favorite artists and appreciate some amazing Arkansas wood carvings. And at the end of the show, you get to hear Leigh play her fiddle in an Irish pub. That's all on this edition of Arkansas's Great Outdoors. There are certain items on life's bingo card that absolutely must be punched. Catching a fish is one of those experiences. This is one of my favorite segments in the show. It's called First Fish. We take somebody who has never caught a fish before and we put them on the water and we get to see and relive the experience of catching our own first fish. We've got Rob from Rogers High School. Welcome aboard.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Now you've had some fishing experience, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. But you've never actually been able to...
Never actually gotten one.
Okay,
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna change that today. Okay, so we're gonna use a spinning reel.
Okay.
And this, you know, you've done this before, open the bail and cast. We are gonna be fishing with live bait, some of our certified Arkansas minnows. Some people don't know that 90% of all the farm-raised minnows in the country comes out of 3 counties in Arkansas.
Oh, wow.
And we're in one of those counties right now. We're in Lonoke County today.
Okay.
And so we're gonna fish with some of these minnows here. They're gonna help make the magic happen. And then what they do is they swim around and draw the attention, and then it's game on.
There you go.
That bobber starts to move a little bit. That tells us that the minnow is getting nervous. And a nervous minnow means
there's something nearby.
There's a predator nearby. If you were out in the woods and you heard a bear, you'd probably walk a little faster with a little more purpose. It's the same thing that's going on here. It's interesting, the science of what's taking place here, because if you've been in a Walmart before, any sporting goods store that sells lures, you can see rows and rows and rows of lures.
Yeah.
And all they're doing is trying to imitate that.
The
real
thing.
Yeah. And so that's what makes it interesting from a scientific perspective, is the ability to imitate. There you go. That's good. That's a good one. There you go. You're on. Okay. Oh. Pull it up, straight up. Pull it up, keep reeling. Okay, there we go. Hey! All right. Okay, we're swinging around here. All right.
There we go.
Fish number 1. Good deal. All right. Just give him a little toss back. Thanks for the memories.
Woo! Yeah.
The first of many. Woohoo! Woo! Yes! We got Dad on the shore cheering on. Okay, man, that was 18 years in the making, and we are not gonna stop now.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna go for more and more and more. Okay, so our next target right here, and as you saw in the last one, we learned that guy was right by the stump.
Right by it.
Yeah, and the sun was shining, so he was kind of hanging out a little bit tighter to cover, so that gave us a good target. So let's do the same thing right here. Get ready. Okay, go for it. Hold up, there we go, okay, keep going. Okay. Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay. Let's see. Where is he down here? Boy, he's hiding under that boat. There we go. Ooh, all right.
We got him.
Okay, active. He's liking the cover of the boat. Okay. There we go, fish number 2.
Fish number 2.
Just set him free. Okay. Okay, so once is an aberration, 2 is a trend, 3 is a habit. We got to go for 3 now.
Go for 3.
Okay. All right. Is it on a stick? Did it feel like a stick or?
Hey, big.
Okay, so set the hook. You got it.
I got a fish.
Okay. All right. Bring him toward you. Swing it over here this side. Well, if he's not gonna. Okay, we'll go over that. No.
I can like we'll get him over here.
Yeah. He is. Where is he at? There he is.
There he is.
There we go. All right. That's a good size
That's
one,
a good
too.
size one, yeah.
Yes, yes. There we go.
There
Fish
he
number
is.
3. We got us a habit now. Yes. All right, so we've got brother and sister now because we have established that catching 1 fish is an aberration, 2 is a trend, 3 is a habit, and we are getting habit-forming principles right here as we're catching some fish. We've got Sister Sadie is here with us as well. So right now we're fishing. We've got a couple of brush hogs tied on, some soft plastic lures, and this gives you a different feel for what it's like when the fish bite. Got one? Oh, good. All right, here we go. Looks like a big one. How about that brush hog, huh? There we are. All right. Yeah, you do. Okay, reel in. Real, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Crossed my line.
There we go. Yeah, okay. That's a good one. Yes. 2 points. Nothing but net. Woo! Looky here. This is a great family outing here. So this is really cool. We started off with Rob, who had never caught a fish before, but now he's an angler. I lost count. So
Got 4.
Let's go 4.
Uh-huh.
All right, that's great stuff. So what did you learn today?
I mean, for starters, learn how to fish, but also there's lots of little tricks on where you should put the lure and where the fish tend to hide, and some of the fish psychology, I guess you could call it. But it was a very cool experience.
We hope that you got some good memories, you got some good new skill sets now, and we appreciate you guys being on the show. Safety in the outdoors is essential. Now, there is a reason why we feature a safety tip in the first segment of each of our programs. It's important to have this knowledge in mind as you plan and participate in your outdoors activities. We thank our friends at the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas for bringing them to you each week.
Hey guys, John Burton with the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. Just want to take a minute to talk about safety when you're out fishing this season. It's always important to remember that hooks are going to be sharp, and that's great for catching a big one, but can also be bad if it lands in a person. Be sure to look behind you and beside you when you're casting, and try to use an overhead cast whenever you're fishing with others. Also want to be careful when you're putting bait on your hooks, but even more so when you're taking the hooks out of a fish's mouth. You can use specialized fishing pliers or just needle nose pliers to help assist in removing the hook from a fish's mouth. That'll keep your fingers clear of the hook, but also make it easier on the fish. In addition to casting and making sure you're handling your hooks safely, it's also a great idea to have on some eye protection. So those sunglasses can do double duty by protecting you from the sun and from hooks.
When we come back, we go away quite far for this field trip. It's the Emerald Isle, which has some outdoors and fun music. Arkansas's Great Outdoors is brought to you by Bad Boy Mowers, by Visit Hot Springs, America's first resort, by the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, by Vexus Boats, and by Certified Arkansas Baitfish, the safe bait. Did you know that Ireland is the only country in the world that has less population today than it did in 1840? That infamous potato famine was devastating. So many people left the island nation that there are Irish descendants all over the world and right here in Arkansas, where 15% of our population claim heritage from the Emerald Isle. In fact, Arkansas leads the South in that category. It sounds like a great place for a field trip. If you come to Ireland and expect everyone to be amazed that you have Irish heritage, you may be a little disappointed, but everything else about your trip will be spectacular. The Emerald Isle is so known because green grows everywhere, and everywhere you turn is beautiful. Upon landing in Dublin, Leigh and I went straight to the Hoathcliff Trail, about a 30-minute train ride east of the city. The 5-mile hike helped with the jet lag, and a few times it took our breath away. It's hard to capture it on video how steep that cliff is. Let's just say, once you start rolling, you're not stopping until you get wet. The hike itself starts uniquely in the city. You start up sidewalks along the shoreline for nearly a mile before you get to the traditional path, and it is all worth it. Along the hike is one of the more interesting markers you will ever see. It says Ireland 6 in the original Gaelic language. Ireland was neutral during World War II. They put over 80 of these markers along the shoreline to alert the German bombers not to drop them here. Almost all of them are gone now, but number 6 is fully restored, and you can see it from Google Earth. Next, we went to Northern Ireland and got a little offshore fishing in Portrush. It is there that we met Charlie. Every fishing village has someone who has seen it all and knows everything. This is Charlie.
Just where we came out of the harbour, it's amazing to see dolphins. They'll herd the mackerel into the corner of the harbour there and turned into an absolute killing ground. The mackerel, in their defence, get into a ball, and then the predators go diving in to try and grab whatever they can. So that's pretty exciting stuff.
Yes. What got you started fishing?
I used to go for holidays in Donegal, and whenever I was 7, my father, it was just after the war. Money was very tight. I mean, we're pretty affluent, we're middle class, so we'd go to Donegal, because my mother was from Donegal originally, before partition, and we went to a little place called Creevy, which had a little harbour wall, and I remember fishing one day, I must have been about 7, and I caught 22 little fish.
Wow.
So that was my first fishing experience.
You were spoiled.
I was absolutely spoiled.
Charlie is good friends with Richard Connor, who runs Causeway Boats, which gives everyone a chance to catch some fish. He's on a mission to preach some fishing.
A natural interest in fishing and the outdoors, the environment, got me started. It's probably summer job, taking fish off the hooks on the deck of a boat for some money. Has turned into a way of life, I would describe it, rather than a business.
We joined a crew of local anglers ready for a catch, including young Ethan, age 12, who was looking to catch his first ever fish. That's right, we traveled across the Atlantic to find another First Fish segment, and Ethan was up to the task.
All right. Look at that.
There we go.
All
All
right.
right.
You're a man now.
Yep.
That is a big step towards manhood right there.
Yeah.
This is your first time fishing?
Yep,
Okay. How does it feel?
it feels good. Got my first fish. Bob.
So what are you going to tell your friends?
But my mom and they're not.
It was fabulous to meet the people and experience the outdoors, which during our trip the weather was amazing and very Arkansas-like. But Ireland is also known for its music, and Leigh was ready with her trusty violin. Here's a musical tribute. At the end of the show, we have another musical treat you won't want to miss. She was invited to join some musicians on stage at a pub in Dublin. It was fun, and that's coming up a little bit later on in the show. Up next is a look at the amazing artistry of Danny Harris of Bryant. He's won awards, and his work is now being seen all over the natural state.
When exploring the great outdoors, safety is our #1 priority. So having a trail buddy is ideal, but if you have to go solo, make sure you text a friend or a family member your location and how long you'll be outdoors. In addition to texting, it's always a good idea to put your itinerary in your glove compartment. That way, if any unfortunate events happen and you need a search and rescue team to come find you, they have a good starting point.
Arkansas's Great Outdoors is brought to you by Bad Boy Mowers, by Visit Hot Springs, America's first resort, by the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, by Vexus Boats, and by Certified Arkansas Baitfish, the safe bait. We love to celebrate outdoors art on this show, and some of you may remember Danny Harris of Bryant. He's got some amazing wood carving skills. We thought we'd take a look back at his early days and his more recent days so you can appreciate his skills. The first carving took him 80 hours to complete, but with practice, he's got it down to 40 hours each. When we see the close-ups of this, you can really appreciate the detail of the individual scales and just looking at the texturing here on the rainbow trout. I mean, this took some time to get it just right.
The scales are done by burning. I have a wood burner that has a special scale tip. And going back to competition, when you're in like a world event, they get technical on it. I mean, there's a certain number of scales from the lateral line to the top of the back that they'll count.
Wow.
There's a certain number of scales from the front to back, and they'll count them.
We rejoined Danny the following year. Now, sometimes when we're in a legislative session, we've had to shoot a show at the state capitol, which is convenient for both of us. All right, we are at the Arkansas State Capitol right here. This is right in front of the House chamber. I serve in the House of Representatives. Danny Harris here works in the Secretary of State's office, and the way we got together was through the Capitol because we have a mutual friend who said, you two need to get together because of our mutual passion for the outdoors.
Yeah.
You've been busy in the last year.
I took them to a competition in Springfield. It was the World Taxidermy and Fish Carving Championship.
Okay.
This is a world event. People from all over the world come to this thing. So I just entered the novice division, and the bass won first place, and later that week at the awards banquet, I learned that I also got best of show.
I mean, so you'd think this is plenty beautiful enough. But when you look inside the mouth, I mean, I look in there, I'm fully expecting to see like the tail end of a crawdad coming out, coming out of its throat. I mean, the detail is incredible what you've done here.
I was the only one that did an open mouth fish in the competition.
Now, for people who want to know how to be able to see your latest workings or purchase your latest workings, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
I have a YouTube channel that I videotape all the steps that I do on these, and that's Danny Harris Arts. I've also got a Facebook page. It's Wild Impressions Wood Carving by Danny Harris.
When we come back, we take you back to Ireland for a special performance of Leigh playing some Irish and a little southern bluegrass in a Dublin pub. You won't want to miss it. Arkansas's Great Outdoors is brought to you by Bad Boy Mowers, by Visit Hot Springs, America's first resort, by the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, by Vexus Boats, and by Certified Arkansas Baitfish, the safe bait. We thank Vexus for their longtime support of this program and for making the best possible boat for anglers everywhere. It's a great Arkansas story that plays out every day all over the United States, based right here in Arkansas. We thank you for watching today. You got to see Rob catch his first ever fish. Now, he'd had some near misses before today, but now he's an angler. We also showcased the artistry of Danny Harris and his amazing wood carvings of the fish that we catch. Award-winning wood carvings at that. Now, earlier in the show, we took you on a field trip to Ireland. You got to see some great hiking scenes and even witness a first fish off the coast of Northern Ireland in the North Atlantic. Now let's close out with another musical experience. Leigh was invited to play with the locals at a Dublin pub. We will close out the show with an Arkansas fiddle in an Irish setting. We hope you enjoy.
We're delighted to have our guest from yourselves, Leigh, here with us to play a little bit of music. So, give her encouragement.
Thanks, Jared and Tommy, for letting me play with you.